What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking about my pitch for Phase 7 of the MCU. So, if you guys don't know, the MCU is getting soft rebooted. If you also don't know, I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a Marvel fanboy. I love Marvel. I love superheroes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please like, please subscribe, and please turn the post notifications on so you guys never miss a video when I upload. This is my second take recording this. But disclaimer, not and none of the castings are official castings, so I just want to leave that out there. That's a disclaimer for y'all. So let's get straight into it. Starting with the first movie is X-Men in January of 2028. So another disclaimer, the descriptions I will be adjusting some of it just because when I was making it, my new ideas popped up in my head that I liked more. So I will be adjusting it throughout the video. So the premises for X-Men, the first X-Men movie, is basically is for years, mutants have lived in the shadows, feared by a world that doesn't understand them. But when a mysterious geneticist known only as Mr. Sinister begins abducting mutants across the globe, the X-Men discover that his plan is far more terrifying than they imagined. Right? So that's the character. So basically, he worked at the way I would have it is he worked at damage control before he got fired for collecting samples of genetically mutated people. Well, not genetically mutated, but you know what I'm saying, mutants, right? He was collecting DNA from them and testing it on his own. So he got fired, but he did work for damage control, and that's how he got his hands on so much mutant DNA. The next part. Sinister has spent centuries studying the mutant gene, collecting DNA from the world's most powerful mutants and experimenting on their abilities. Now he believes he has finally discovered the genetic blueprint capable of creating the ultimate mutant, a being powerful enough to reshape humanity itself. So that the DNA he comes across is the DNA of Jean Grey, because Jean Grey's DNA, she is the strongest mutant at this current time out of all the mutants aside from Professor X. She's the strongest one, and aside from Magneto. Another thing, Magneto is going to be a part of the X-Men in this movie, and this is crucial to set up the next X-Men movie. So then, as mutants begin disappearing, Professor Charles Xavier sends the X-Men on a dangerous mission to uncover who is behind the attacks. But Sinister is always one step ahead, manipulating governments, mutant factions, and even members of the X-Men to achieve his goal. With the team divided over whether mutants should coexist with humanity or rule over it, Professor X and Magneto, as well as like Mystique, you know what I'm saying? Like those characters on Magneto's side, well, kind of think OG X-Men from 2000. With the team divided over whether mutants should coexist with humanity or rule over it, the X-Men must confront not only Sinister's army of genetically engineered mutants, but also the darkest possibilities of their own evolution. The greatest army, and this would be like the slogan, because you know how movies have like little slogans on it. This would be it. The dark fine print at the bottom is always going to be that. The greatest enemy doesn't want to destroy the mutant race. He wants to perfect it. And to do so, he is willing to sacrifice anyone, even the X-Men. So, this is what Mr. Sinister's suit is going to look like. This is really clean, to be honest. I love this concept art. This looks so good, in my opinion. So, that would be what his uniform is going to look like. The next movie is Spider-Man Craven's Last Hunt in May of 2028, right? So, love this poster. Go check out his Instagram. I didn't have time to pull it up, but if you guys do like this poster, he has a lot more cool ones of all different types of movies. So I would definitely recommend go checking him out. Though I love this. The one thing I would change is I would use this symbiote suit as this suit, as Spider-Man will have this symbiote. So, give me 1 second, y'all. I do have to put my phone on the charger. Sorry, y'all. I had to go put my phone on the charger. Anyways, after everything Peter Parker has lost, he has finally began to rebuild his life in New York City. With no one remembering who he is, Peter has learned to balance being Spider-Man with trying to find a place in the world that has forgotten him. But peace doesn't last. A mysterious hunter arrives in New York with one goal: to prove that Spider-Man is not a hero, but the greatest prey ever to live. Craven the Hunter has spent his life tracking the world's deadliest creatures, and after hearing stories of the masked vigilante who always escapes, he becomes obsessed with defeating Spider-Man in a hunt unlike any other. Craven studies Peter's every move, turning the city into his hunting ground and forcing Spider-Man into a series of brutal tests designed to expose his weakness. As innocent people become targets in Craven's twisted game, Peter realizes the enemy isn't interested in money, power, or revenge. He wants to break Spider Man's spirit and prove that heroes are nothing more than frightened men behind masks. With the city losing faith in Spider Man and Peter, pushed to his physical and emotional limits, he must decide what kind of hero he wants to be. But the closer he gets to stopping Craven, the more he risks becoming the very thing his enemies believe him to be. As New York falls into its darkest night, Peter faces a hunter who knows how to exploit every fear he has. Craven doesn't want Spider Man dead, he wants the world to watch him fail. And for Peter Parker, this might be the darkest day of his life. The hunt begins. So this movie, as it says, will be adapting the Craven's Last Hunt, find his that storyline. Honestly, I think if you keep it the same exact as the comics, I do want to introduce Black Cat in this movie. She will be introduced as another vigilante, helping Peter, and Peter and her will get together for a brief relationship. I also do want to introduce Gwen Stacy in this movie. In the post-credit scene for this movie would be. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I totally forgot to make the post-credit. Oh, that was it. My fault. Totally forgot post-credit scene for this movie. The post-credit scene for X-Men 1 would be Magneto talking to Mystique, saying it's time to form a team. That's the post credit scene for that one. For this one, it's Peter Parker getting new neighbors, and the neighbor's name is Miles Morales. Yeah, Gwen Stacy is also introduced. Gwen Stacy will not be a love interest to Miles, so that's not happen. As I already saw, we are getting Ghost Rider in October of 2028. Now, I do not know too much about Ghost Rider, so bear with me here. But it's already a confirmed movie, so I kind of have to put it in this phase. So let's just get straight. Let's just get straight into it. Johnny Blaze has spent years trying to escape the curse that turned him into Ghost Rider. But when a powerful demon escapes from hell and begins building an army on Earth, Johnny is forced to unleash the spirit of vengeance once again. As supernatural forces spread across the world, Johnny discovers that this enemy knows the true origins of his curse and has a plan to take control of the Ghost Rider forever. With hell closing in and innocent lives at stake, Johnny must embrace the monster inside him before the darkness consumes the world. Hell has come to earth, and the spirit of vengeance is ready for war. The main villain, as y'all know, will be Mephisto, and this would be what he looks like. We also do get a tease. We also do get cameos from Moon Knight in this movie, as well as Victor Von Doom. Yo, I think there's an ice cream truck outside my house. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. There was an ice cream truck. I did not get any ice cream though. But I don't know too much about the character of Ghost Rider, so this is just my pitch for the movie. Honestly, whatever Marvel cooks up, that's fine. This movie will have a post-credit scene of Mephisto taking and killing Victor Von Doom's mother. So, a tease for the real Doctor Doom. Jerk. The next movie is Black Panther 3 in February of 2029. So I completely whiffed that they recasted T'Challa when I was making this slideshow. So ignore the Sherry parts. She will be in this movie as a Black Panther though, but she will be step back, right? Wakanda has entered a new era of peace, but that peace is shattered when a mysterious enemy known as the White Wolf emerges from the shadows. Once believed to be an ally of Wakanda, the White Wolf now sees the kingdom as a threat to the rest of the world. With a powerful army and a deep understanding of Wakanda's technology, he begins attacking the nation's defenses, forcing Wakanda into a war it never expected. As T'Challa, the new Black Panther, struggles to protect his people, he discovers that the White Wolf's connection to Wakanda goes deeper than anyone realized. His ultimate goal isn't simply to conquer the kingdom; it's to destroy the Black Panther legacy and reshape Wakanda in his own image. With Wakanda surrounded and his people divided, T'Challa must unite the nation before everything they build comes crashing down. Wakanda has fallen before, this time, the Black Panther must rise to save it. So, I love the White Wolf as a character. He's one of my favorite characters of all of Marvel, and I feel like he's super underrated. I'm so mad we haven't got a White Wolf yet. So I love this design for him, right? The one thing I would change is it's not Bucky Barnes as the White Wolf. So in this concept art, obviously you can see it's Bucky Barnes as White Wolf because it was rumored for a long time that Bucky Barnes would become the White Wolf during the Infinity War era, the Black Panther movie era. There was a lot of rumors, but I would not have that happen in this timeline. Who would exactly be the White Wolf? I don't know. I was thinking about it, and one of the people I came up with was Namor. I feel like that would be such a cool storyline, but I just felt like that didn't really make sense. So then I was thinking maybe just make it like the actual White Wolf, but who knows? So it can be whatever Marvel comes up with, but this is 100% my pitch for the movie. I personally love the character of White Wolf, and I think that this should be Black Panther 3. I feel like this would be an incredible movie. The next movie is what I would consider the big team up movie of this phase. There's not going to be an Avengers movie in this phase. There will be Avengers movies, and there will be sprinkles of the Avengers. So in X-Men, we do see on like TVs of the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts, you know what I'm saying? They will be there, which the new Avengers is the Thunderbolts. Spider-Man Craven's Last Hunt will have some Avengers in it, just not in big roles. Kind of like how the Hulk was in Brand New Day, and or like Yelena, how Yelena was in Brand New Day. They're gonna play a role in this movie, but not something big. Ghost Rider honestly has none. Besides like Century could probably make a cameo, but I feel like that still wouldn't make sense. So I don't think Ghost Rider has like any Avengers cameos. Black Panther 3 obviously will have some Avengers cameos because and it will also have Fantastic Four cameos. So yeah, and Fantastic Four Annihilation. This one will have a Spider-Man cameo. So Fantastic Four Annihilation in November of 2029. The Fantastic Four have finally become the world's greatest heroes, but their biggest challenge is about to come from beyond Earth. When a mysterious portal opens to the negative zone, an unstoppable force known as Annihilus emerges with one goal: conquer Earth and expand his empire across the universe. As Annihilus unleashes his army on Earth, the Fantastic Four are pushed further than ever before. Reed Richards discovers that Annihilus isn't simply invading their world. He's searching for a powerful source of energy that could make him nearly unstoppable. With the negative zone spreading into their reality, the team must venture into an alien world unlike anything they've ever seen before. But the deeper they go, the more they realize that defeating a nihilist may require the ultimate sacrifice. So, this is what a nihilist would look like. It's just such a good time. And this, Victor Von Doom will also have some cameos in this role. So, in this movie, I don't know what the saga is called yet. I don't want to. I thought about making Doctor Doom the main villain of the saga, but I can't confirm he's not going to be simply because we just had Avengers Doomsday. Why would we have it back to back? A new universe has opened, and its ruler wants ours. So basically, this is something I personally came up with. So When the heroes made a new universe in Secret Wars, they also opened a portal to a unknown realm. And if you've noticed, there's been a lot of these dark villains, such as Mr. Sinister, Mephisto, and Mr. Annihilus. This can be retconned because of Secret Wars. Mr. Sinister came from the Dark Universe. Mephisto is the ruler of the Dark Universe. Annihilus is from the Dark Universe. So instead of the negative zone, which it's known to be, it is the it's the negative zone is a part of the Dark Universe. But think of DC and think of the Dark Multiverse. This is the Dark Universe, but everything's equal. There's no heroes. Then my final movie of Phase 7 would be Hulk in May of 2030. Bruce Banner has spent years trying to control the Hulk. This movie would take place around a year to 3 years after the event of Secret Wars. Bruce Banner has spent years trying to control the Hulk and keep his anger from destroying everything around him. But when a mysterious new threat appears, Bruce is forced to face a monster more powerful and more dangerous than anything he's encountered before. Known as Red Hulk, this mysterious powerhouse possesses strength that rivals the Hulk and a burning rage that makes him nearly impossible to stop. As the Red Hulk tears through cities and leaves destruction in his path, the world begins to fear that the Hulk has finally met his match. Bruce soon discovers that Red Hulk wasn't created by accident. Someone has been studying the Hulk for years, searching for a way to turn his greatest weakness, his rage, into the ultimate weapon. Now must uncover the truth behind Red Hulk while trying to keep his own anger under control. But as the two Hulks are drawn towards an inevitable confrontation, Bruce realizes that defeating Red Hulk may require to fully embrace the monster he spent his entire life trying to escape. The battle between the two Hulks will push Bruce further than ever before, and if he loses control, the world may not survive. Two Hulks, one city, one will fall. Let the rage begin. So, this movie is basically what I think the Incredible Hulk 2 should have been, but this will have a new actor casted as Hulk and possibly a new actor casted as Thunderbolt Ross. Personally, I would just completely redo the Red Hulk storyline. I hated Brand New World and how they did it, the storyline. And if they're gonna introduce Red Hulk, do it in a Hulk movie. So I personally would prefer to just reintroduce that entire storyline in a Hulk movie with Hulk. And also, whoever made this poster, this is so beautiful, man. This is so beautiful. This is just so beautiful. One more thing I do want to say is for the Spider-Man movie, Eddie Brock will be in this movie as MJ's boyfriend. That's just one another thing that I would want to clarify. Also, this would be suit the entire movie. The only suit he wears, he doesn't wear the suit pretty much at all. It's on this one. So that is my pitch for Phase 7 of the MCU. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, and please turn the post notifications on. So I just have a lot of energy. I literally recorded this same video already. Like I've been working on this video for a little over 5 hours. So I literally recorded this entire video already, but it got deleted and I have to re-record it. So please support y'all. If you guys want a casting of the characters, comment down below and I can make a video on that. And phase 8 will be coming soon. Thank you.